All right, day traders. It's April 24th, 2019. I just wanted to get this quick trade in, a quick video about this trade. I'm going to go back to trading because this happened within probably about 10, let's see, it took 14 minutes, but it was a great trade, and I'm going to show you how I came to it. It popped up in a scan of mine, a Trade Ideas scan that I designed. Let me see where it is. Yeah, here it is. So I call it a VWAP 200 moving average wedge, and basically what it looks for is stocks that are moving up along the VWAP, which is this purple line, volume weighted average price, and approaching that 200 moving average, not 200 daily, 200 moving average on a 5-minute chart, which this is a 5-minute chart. And if it's moving up tight enough and it's kind of riding that as resistance, if it eventually breaks it, a lot of times you get a pop, quick pop. And usually I play this type of stock for a when it shows up in this scan for a scalp, which means I'm getting in and out pretty quickly. I'm not going to try and ride it up all day. Although if it fits the pattern, that could be something I would try to do. But you can see here, this was a nice scalp for me because it rode up. It was kind of consolidating here, and it just busted up about 10 minutes after I got in. So I took some off. I could see this is where I was going to get out if it came back and broke through VWAP around 3108. I got in at 3118, and I got out at 3152. So I mean that was really a 34-cent trade. That was great. That really hit the mark for a nice morning. And it did exactly what I was hoping it would do, and basically what I expected to do when I see this little wedge happening. A lot of times, though, I like this 200 moving average to be nice and flat. That's usually when you get a nice jump. If the 200 moving average is flat and the stock is moving up tight enough, it's not too clean here. You can see there's a lot of wicks here, even an indecision doji right here. But I felt like once it bounced off VWAP here, and this wedge was getting really tight, it was either going to shoot up or shoot down. So I got in, put my stop here, or said I was going to get out. I didn't have a hard stop in. I just said if it reached here, I was going to get out. And it did that. Just a nice quick jump. And I took all my shares out right here. 34-cent gain. And that was great. It was really great. It shot right through my first target. So I moved my stop up. This is where management comes in. I moved my stop up right to my first target when it got to about here at around 31.48. I said, all right, if it comes back down, I'll get out right at my first target. So no matter what, I'm going to get a nice 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. But it actually shot up to my second target, and I just put my limit order there and just said, get me out. Now you can see here, it might be resting a little bit here and going for a second burst. But when you look at this, I like when it's riding up along the 8 EMA too. This is an 8 EMA on a 5-minute chart. If it gets too far away from there, I get a little nervous because eventually it kind of regresses. You can see here, like it shot up early in the day. It was above the 8 EMA, then it kind of came back to the 8 EMA and rested on it. But look with that. Now it's already right back up to my second target. So who knows? This could be one that shoots up for this. And that's the other thing. So if you look at the daily candles, here, and it was down 2 days ago. Then it had this big volume on a kind of like a hammer. Doji here, a little bit of a hammer candle, and so a lot of times if you have that, and you can have a big update the next day because this volume suggested maybe it had bottomed out. Sellers tried to keep going down, buyers brought it right back up, and then it actually closed above where it opened yesterday, which suggested possibly that the next day was going to be a moving day, moving up. There wasn't a lot of volume. You could see when you look here, there's still relatively low volume compared to yesterday, but it was enough here, especially with this little volume burst down here. Once it got past here with this little volume burst, and now look at that, I might even hit my third target, which was around 31.63. But this is the pattern I look for with this specific scan. And if I ever do lives, there's another one popping up. Let's see if that fits. Oh, that could fit the pattern here. It's getting a little tight here. So I'll watch MGA a little bit later, see if it breaks above the 200 moving average there. But yeah, if you look at a lot of these, if they don't fit the pattern, I just ignore them. Like Yumc, I think it's kind of bouncing around. It's a little too whippy. I like them to be nice, moving up nice and tight along the VWAP. Nike, kind of, yeah. It moved a little too quickly for me here. But it was above a whole number right here at 88, and the alert was at around 87.98. So Could have made for a nice play if I had gotten in. But you see, this is just too whippy. I just click past these when I see them. It needs to be this a little too moving. But see, now look, it busted back up. And Cron was one I was looking at. I think it's too whippy. I want that. I call it the wedge because I want that move. I want those stocks to be consolidating within this little range, because it's basically like a pressure cooker. It's basically boiling up, saying, okay, it's either gonna break this resistance of the 200 moving average and move up, or it's going to fail and then break the VWAP and move down. It's got to break one of them basically. And you can see what it did with all that volume. So now it's above where I got out, but I'm happy with what I got. 34-cent gain and basically a 12-minute trade. So yeah, so hopefully if I live stream, I'll live stream this scan throughout the day, because I think it's a good one for beginners, especially if you're trying to trade early in the day. Maybe you can only trade early in the day because you work later in the day and it's the only time for you to kind of learn day trading. That's fine. I avoid the first 30 minutes usually. I got into this trade at around 10:15, so this was nice and fit right in my wheelhouse really. Yeah, so I'll be watching MGA, see how that performs as it gets. So it's still not too clean, but heck, neither was Tapestry. But yeah, I like this. If I had taken more shares, I took smaller shares on these because it's a scalping play. I don't want to get caught with too many shares if it kind of bottoms out on me. But if I had more shares, I probably would have just taken out maybe 75% of them here and hung on to see if it could maybe get back up to where it opened 2 days ago at around 32.36. But yeah, that's it. So maybe there'll be another video later today. If I have another trade, I'm just gonna kind of just only pick trades now from here on out that really fit my trading style. I'm not going to take any risks now that I've already had one good winning trade. So any questions, let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll have another video up for you at least by tomorrow, and maybe get live stream going soon. I got to get some sort of software that helps me live stream just my desktop through YouTube. I don't like the one that I have, so that could be an issue. All right, have good luck trading, and see you next time.